Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you are having a fantastic day. If you look all around me, there are millions and millions and millions of dollars worth of inventory on any dealership's lot in the country, and dealerships feel that they need to sit there and try to nickel and dime you with erroneous and fake scam fees. You're going to learn about the fees to never pay when you buy a car in this video. Before I begin, if this is the first time that you're watching my video, I love doing videos on how to protect yourself with buying a car. When you're buying a car, it's a very emotional thing. You've done a lot of research, but when you get down to the nitty-gritty, sometimes you get curveballs and things happen, and you lose sight. That's what this channel is all about. So that way, you don't lose sight when you go to buy your next car. So, if this is the first time that you're watching the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button, turn your bell notifications on, leave a thumbs up, and share the video. Also, don't forget, there are two ways you can support this channel. One costs you nothing. There is a link in the description below where you can bookmark. And every time you shop at Amazon, click that link. It supports this channel directly. And of course, we have the Chevy Dude store, ChevyDudeStore.com. You see this awesome hat, this awesome shirt on your screen now. Pick up your Chevy Dude swag in the Chevy Dude store. The link is in the description below. Hey, dealers are sneaky, and you got to remember that we do this every single day, so we know exactly how to handle anything you say to us. These right here, I collect these from all sorts of cars and dealerships that we have. These are just 4 of the hundreds that I have. These right here are dead giveaways that the dealership is about to play games and about to rip you off. The very first thing we're going to talk about is delivery fees or destination charges. There's only one delivery fee, destination charge, that you will ever pay. And that's the one on a brand new car that says right here, destination charge from the factory. If it is not on the factory Moroni sticker, as you see over there, do not pay that fee. Dealers will make up all sorts of things that say, hey, listen, we have to deliver it. We have to clean it up. We have to put gas in it. We have to prep it. We have to do all of this stuff to get you to pay a fee that they have no money in. A matter of fact, the dealership actually gets reimbursed a lot of times for multiple things, which we're going to talk about here in a second, from the manufacturer. So never pay a destination fee at all. And I'm going to tell you at the end of the video when the proper time is to bring these erroneous fees up to make sure that you do not pay them. Fee number 2 to never pay, and that would be advertising charges. Dealers will bring up some BS stuff that says, hey, listen, we had to advertise it. We have to put it on the internet. We have to pay for our website. It's all BS. It's an erroneous fee, and it's made up strictly for one thing, and that's profit. Advertising fees are actually paid for by the manufacturer, so there are things that they have on the invoice on a new car that they have grouped into that invoice that they probably already pay, and they also get sent back to them with Coupes money. So that way, it's actually something they're making money on twice. From the manufacturer and from you, the consumer. So if you see advertising fees anywhere on your bill of sale, don't pay them and refuse to pay them. But wait, I'm going to tell you how to get around those and when to properly bring those up at the end of the video. This one is famous. This one's been going on since probably the 80s. It was going on 19 years ago when I got into the car business in 2000, and it's still going on today. There's various names for it. theft protection, veen etching, data dots, all of these things that are meant to deter a thief. Let me tell you something. A thief is not walking up to your car and looking at glass to see if they should steal or not steal your car. They're going to steal it regardless. And the dealership will sit there and tell you, hey, listen, if your car ever gets stolen, they have a spiel that they'll pay you $2,500 or $5,000 and stuff like that. And they'll have all sorts of stories that somebody actually did it. And what they're not telling you is the thousands and thousands and thousands of cars that they've sold. They've only paid one or two, and it's not worth it in the end. That's what your insurance is for. And you can actually get supplemental insurance. Talk to your insurance agent in the event that something happens to protect you. So that's your way you're not out any money on a total loss car. I'm coming into the service department for this next one because this next one is still done today, and it's absolutely 100% snake oil. And we actually have one of these in our dealership. Now, we don't use it. I've been with the dealership for almost 10 years, and it's never been used once. And actually, it's probably touched more during our renovations and everything to be moved. And it's in our way. To show you what I'm talking about is that machine right there, nitrogen. You can see how well it's used here because it's all blocked in with all sorts of different things. Basically, what happens with these machines is they deflate your tires. They relay them. They deflate them. They re-inflate them. They're filled with nitrogen. Now, they're going to tell you that you get better tread wear, your tires stay inflated much nicer, they are not acceptable to the hot and cold flashes. Well, let me tell you something. By volume, the air we breathe every day has more than 78% of nitrogen in it, so they're going to put in 12%? That doesn't make a big difference. And the only time that nitrogen does make a difference is when you're at, racetrack, you're tracking the car, stuff like that. So don't buy it. It's not worth a penny. If they're willing to throw it in, hey, take it. Perfect. But don't pay for nitrogen. It's snake oil. I'm back out here on the used car lot because the next thing that is a ripoff at the car dealerships is very minor enhancements to the cars, but the dealerships get big money for them. I've seen all the way up to $500 for this crap. It's absolutely junk, and it's just ripping you off. Let's go to this car right here. See that nice little vinyl pinstripe? Yeah. That right there cost about $15 to put in the car. You can buy this stuff on Amazon for pennies on the dollar and put one on yourself if you so much so desire. You just got to put it on straight, I guess. So we actually support a local business here in Louisville, and he comes out to our used car lot and puts these on our vehicles. It's a cool thing to do. It's a great way that we can support a local business, but we don't charge the customers 1 penny. I have a couple customers who actually want something. I have a customer that buys a black Tahoe every year and wants a gold pinstripe on it. I always tell him, no problem. It's not an issue. I'll make it happen. And I don't even charge him for it because it's worthless. It's not anything that we should be charging customers on. So don't fall for the pinstripe. And of course, here in a second, we're going to talk about when the appropriate time to bring these charges up and let the dealership know that you're not going to pay for them. Let's talk about the infamous one dealers all over the country do. We have the new Corvette C8 coming up soon, which, by the way, own a C8 Tom if you want to buy one. Yeah, yours truly sells a lot of Corvettes, and I'll do it with none of these, what I'm talking about in this video, and most importantly, not this right here. And that was the ADM, the additional dealer markup, aka ripoff. 100% profit. Never, never, never for any reason pay a dealership over MSRP for a vehicle. It's absolute ripoff. You can go to any other 4,000 Chevy dealers in the country and get another vehicle. Sometimes dealers say, hey, these ZL11 LEs or these SS1LEs or whatever the case may be, they're really, really hard to get. So we charge a little bit more money for them. Yeah, right. You can see that I've got 3 here. I've got 1 more on my showroom floor, and I can call any dealer in the country and get one of these right now for you and not have any type of fees. And matter of fact, discount them pretty heavily based off the current market. So never pay an additional markup on a vehicle because it's just a ripoff. And if you try just a little bit harder, you can move on to the next dealership and probably get it for MSRP on a rare vehicle, or maybe even a discount based off current manufacturers' rebates and incentives. A lot of dealerships love to put accessories in the car like mud flaps or bug deflectors or window vents, stuff like that. Hey, listen, if you don't want those, don't buy them and tell them to take them off of the car. Now, they're going to tell you, sorry, they're already installed. We can't take them off. Sell like that. It's all BS once more. And they will take it off if they want to earn your business. And of course, if it's on a new car, you can set there and remind them that the survey is going to be coming in their email or a phone call and that you'll take care of them if they take that off. But we're going to talk a little bit more. Window propria, do that here after the next one, because it's very critical that you said here, and you do this at the appropriate time, helping salespeople all over the country learn how to sell cars in an ethical, in a professional manner. One of the things that I teach the customers is not to ask questions too soon. So this is what I'm going to teach you. Don't ask for a discount. Don't ask for the dealership to take something off before the timing is right. So take this as the analogy. If you see a beautiful person, or you saw a beautiful person way before you're married and you walk up to them, you don't sit there and say, hey, listen, will you marry me, right? You learn about them, you court them, you do all that good stuff. And that's when you decide to get married. So just take that as an analogy to use, to not do something too soon at a dealership. This next thing that is absolutely a scam happens a lot after the car deal is all done. And that's in the finance office, right back here at our dealership. And that is credit life insurance. Credit life insurance is way overpriced and absolutely a scam. Now, if you want to protect the value of your car in the unfortunate time of your death, you can certainly go out and buy premium term life insurance all the way up to $1 million with very little money. Out of pocket per year. You can see this chart right here. I found this on the internet. It tells you exactly how much life insurance costs for all sorts of different characteristics on average. But don't buy the life insurance that those offices, the finance office, quotes you on your car loan. Absolutely worthless and waste the time. Matter of fact, we believe that here at the dealership that we don't even offer it as a service. And you want to know a secret. This is when you know the dealership is about to pitch you life insurance on your automobile that you're purchasing. They're going to ask typically this exact phrase, and the event of your untimely death, who would you want the free and clear title to be sent to? Let's talk about a really good one. Dealerships will tell you that, hey, listen, we have an extra fee for the temp tag or for dealer prep. It's typically listed dealer prep. We're going to wash it. We're going to vacuum. We're going to fill it up with gas. All again, that's BS. That's absolutely something that you did not need to pay for extra above the cost of the car, because that's figured into the car, that gas you're putting in. Most manufacturers set there and actually reimburse the deal for the gas. So that's not really costing the dealership any money. And it's something that you get on every single new car. Matter of fact, a lot of manufacturers are putting that full tank of gas right on the factory Mulroney sticker. So never pay a prep fee because there's nothing involved with it. You're always gonna get a clean car because, listen, at the end of the day, if you're buying a brand new car, They're worried about manufacturer CSI, those surveys that they get. And that is something that they're going to automatically do for you in the beginning, regardless of how much you pay for the car. So never pay for a dealer prep fee. That's part of the package. And the manufacturer typically pays any cost associated with that. Okay, I've been promising this the whole video, and that is the appropriate time when to bring up those fees that are typically on a worksheet like this, and to negotiate those out of the deal for the essence of time. I'm only showing you the pertinent information on here, and I'm going to go through this extremely quick. Because this can be a full video, this is the appropriate time on when to have any types of add-ons fees or any of the 9 things that I mentioned in this video to be taken off. However, there is a little bit of strategy here. Remember, we're not going to ask the salesman to marry us right now. We're going to let him show us everything Cortis, asked us for his business. Okay, so we have the purchase price of $15,000. He's most likely going to skip over stuff like this, or it's going to be somewhere else on the sheet, and it's not going to be fully disclosed, 100%. But a salesperson should show you something to this effect and have it fully disclosed. So this is just going to show the total purchase price of the vehicle. If you have a trade-in that's going to be in there, we have the dealer processing fee, again a totally different video, but $2. $99.50 is my dealership's processing fee, and this is a totally legit fee tax at $941.94. Unless your state doesn't have sales tax, you're always going to have sales tax. Next, fees are non-tax fees, and this typically is DMV fees. And now we have the total bottom line, and if there's any type of payoff that's going to be figured in there as well, so you can see the bottom line on this is $16,999.94 with about $700 of BS added in there. Over here we have the payments on 0, 2,000, 4,000 down 60, 66, 72 months. Now, the appropriate questions to be asking on this particular sheet would be, what's the dealer process and pay for good? Answer, right? All dealers have dock fees. This would basically what that is. And that as long as it's low, $300, $400, that's acceptable. $600 and above, a totally different video. We're going to talk about that down the road, which is why you should subscribe and turn your bell notifications on. Talk about those as well. So you can ask questions like, what is the tax figure done? You can ask, what are the non-tax fees? Take care of. They should be able to answer those really, really quickly. You can ask questions like, what's the interest rate figured out? So unless they pulled credit, you won't know that answer. And this is just for informational purposes only, which is why there's a $10 swing in there. So typically, I put in my stuff 722 above credit score. And so it's figuring out really, really well. So now here's what you do and the appropriate way to do it. Mr. Salesperson, thank you for making the offer. It looks good. I'll buy the car right now, but the only thing I need you to do is take off the prep fee, pinstripe, another for any other fees that they have on there, and we're good to go. So if they won't take those off, you don't buy the car. They should, if you present it that way to them, take that off and you have a car deal and your deal is done. Now I will tell you this. The dealer feed the dock fee, if it's over $400 perfect, let them go back and get this taken off and get this approved, and then come back and tell them that you're not going to pay over $300. The $300 is a good thing because this protects your interest. This protects your social security numbers that you have to give them. This protects all the document storage. All the title work is done properly. If you're on a used car, it makes sure it's a clear title to get the lien releasing done, all the prep work. So there is some substantial thing here because you got to remember, I told you earlier on a new car department, we're less than 2% profits. So $300 to take care of all the processing fees is not a bad thing. And it does pay for the girls in the back. That's the most common thing that is talked about is the back people. But it does take care of that. But it's a lot more, again, totally different video. And we'll go over that down the road now. I'll tell you this, most good dealerships don't really negotiate anymore. Companies like Car Gurus, True Car, all that stuff have made dealers be more transparent and more ethical, which is great for the consumers. So if the dealership does negotiate, what you want to do is make sure that you negotiate the price of the car, the price of your trade-in, if that's credible. And then after all said and done, do exactly what I just showed you with those fees. Do not negotiate those fees before you have your car deal completely 100% done. All right. So, there you go. There are the 9 things that you do not want to pay for at a dealership. If you've got questions, if you've got comments, throw them in the comment section down below. I look and read almost every single comment. I'll respond if it's necessary. And as always, I want to thank you so much for watching the video. I hope it was informative. If there's anything I can do for you as far as purchasing the car, reach out to me at ChevyDude.com. Don't forget to get your Chevy Dude swag and use the Amazon link in the description below to support the channel. Thanks for watching. Have a great day and drive safely.